Looky, looky, looky what I have here. A nice Suzuki guitar. And I'm just having a look at it at the same time as you. Although it would have been wiser to put the proper glasses on when I was doing it, so I wouldn't have to fuddle. But I am fuddling. Right, okay, I'm having a look at it at the same time as you. The nut is fine. Is that a crack at the top of the nut there? I'll have a close look at that. Is that a little crack or a bit of dirt? I'll look at it with magnifying glass later. Fretboard looks fine. Strings are old, need to be replaced. It's a Suzuki. What's the model number? 9651. Find out some more about that. Got a few little dings and scratches and scrapes. The tailpiece is lifting a little bit. Do you know something? I might actually just stick a little bit of glue on that just to give it a little bit of bonus. But the main thing, and I'm delighted to say this is going to be a simple fix. Oh God, what a silly thing to say. But it's going to be a simple fix, I hope, because the fretboard is lifting, and when I push it down it goes back down into place again, which is even better, which means that there's no dirt beneath it and hasn't been ruined. Let me just put some more light on that. Might be better. Let you see it a bit closer. You see the fretboard is lifted, and when I put a clamp on it, that'll fix that. And it's the same on the other side. It's been lifted. Not sure why that's the way it is, but that's the way it is, and it's not up here, so I don't have to take the fretboard off. I just have to put in full thickness glue and then put clamps on it and squeeze it down. And once it's dried, then I'll check to see about I'll tell you what, I'm going to check now to see how straight the neck is. Right, oh, I see quite a bow on it. There's quite a bow on it, but what I'm going to do before I do anything, I think the truss rod's going to need to be tightened. It will be okay, but the neck has sunk a little bit, but not much, and I think we can get away with it. And if I put the neck is bowed, I think maybe you can even see it there. When I tighten the truss rod up, that'll take the bow out of the neck. So, it's from simple to semi-simple, it just become, and it needs new strings. You can only see how dirty the strings are when you compare them. Look how black they are. Look, that's the color they should be, but that's the color they are. This has been sitting a while unplayed, but that's what happens. The strings get corroded. It's a good example of the differences before and after. So I've taken the truss rod cover off and had a look inside, and as you can see, the whole thing's loose. The nut at the top fell off as well, so it doesn't say much for the glue that held it on. But the nut's okay. I thought it had a little crack on it, but it doesn't. Now what I'm going to have to do, and if I lift that up, you'll see that I should have put the light on. Let me just stop that. Right, I've got the light on now, but if I put that down there, you can see that if you look inside, there's a piece of wood on top of the truss rod cover. That's a sign of a good guitar, because if that piece of wood hadn't been on there, it wouldn't have been as easy to fix that. Because if you put glue in there without the wood, the glue will go inside the truss rod and not allow it to be adjusted. But now that it's been covered with a nice piece of wood, let me just look closer. I'm going to look at this in the camera. I can just slap some glue in there like love and fix it. This is going to be actually quite boring, but I thought I'd record it anyway. So what I'm just going to do is put some glue in. Let's take that off and pour it in, because I'm going to use a paintbrush to put it in. Come on, machine. I managed to open it up pretty well, so I don't need to thin this glue. I just need to paint it in. And as you see, I can be relatively generous with it. Paint it in upstairs. Right, okay. Okay, so remove the pencil, let the thing go down. get a little cloth to protect your mat in case glue falls on it. And bring this out to the edge and put the clamps in from this end upwards. Right, okay, from about there, just gently. Glue's coming out. I'd like to see that. Another clamp just about there. Gently. I might actually end up putting a whole piece of wood along there. Actually, I think I will. I had to press harder than I wanted to on the Flying V guitar that I fixed recently, but I knew I had to press because it was a very soft wood, and I knew I had to squish the wood, flatten the wood. So, right, okay, let's just see. No, that's not going in right. You just spilt the water, you little animal. It's a little animal. Right, okay. Right, okay. You hear that cracking noise? That's the ghost of Christmas past coming to get you. Let me just check to see the, yep, it's on. Now, just to clean it up a bit. And what I'm going to do now is hide this from Georgie Girl and let it sit for at least 48 hours. They say you can do it in 24, but I say 48 hours. Georgie Girl has to get her nab in. Right, okay.